What is up, everybody? Mr. Slipcover Bullet Blake here. I am back with a Blue review today. I am doing Hard Rock Zombies and Slaughterhouse Rock. These are part of the March package for 2022. The first ones I watched for the month, actually, and this one was the one I was looking forward to the most, I would say. I think I mentioned that in my unboxing video. And Slaughterhouse Rock, I didn't have a whole lot of interest in it, but, you know, I thought it was whatever. I will say that I truly hate when they double pack things, like, especially when they're not related to each other. Like, if this was a double feature with like a sequel to the original or whatever, that would be more acceptable to me because they're like together. Like Hard Rock Zombies and Slaughterhouse Rock doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me to pair them together, because I get that it says Slaughterhouse Rock, but I think that's actually in reference to Alcatraz, you know, on the rock, the prison. But I digress. We'll start with Hard Rock Zombies. Hard Rock Zombies is fine. You know, it didn't live up to my expectations. Like, I'm not gonna say that I thought it was gonna be this fucking amazing movie, because, I mean, just look at it. Poster's fucking cool. Like, that cover art is fucking cool. But as far as the movie goes, it leaves a lot to be desired. The cast is virtually unheard of. Like, I mean, it has E.J. Kurse in it, which is cool because I'm a Silent Rage fan, and he's the bass player for Silent Rage. And I guess the rest of the bandmates are all, like, musicians, and they just, like, answered a call and got the roles, which adds a musical element to it, I suppose. But it's not a good movie, and I don't think they expected it to be. But I mean, it's just montages and, like, it just feels like filler, a little bit of plot here, a little bit of plot there, and then more filler. And it's just a weird fucking zombie movie. Like Hard Rock Zombies, you expect it to be zombies and all that, but it's really the weirdest fucking zombies ever. To turn people into zombies, they basically just have to kill the people. Like, there's no biting that turns these people into zombies. Once the band's turned to zombies, they just kill people, and now they're all zombies, and zombies are running everywhere. The band's actually like second fiddle to the, like, band manager almost. So, I mean, it's alright. Like, I'm a Silent Rage fan, which was cool to see E.J. Kurse in the movie, but that's like the high point for this movie. There's some other shit in there that's okay. Some of the special effects are alright. The picture looks great for the most part. Like, obviously they didn't have all the elements, and some things are sourced from a VHS, so it's not spectacular looking through and through. Like, it has its moments. You can definitely tell the difference, but it's, oh man, it just didn't do much for me. Like, honestly, I'm not saying it's bad, because, I mean, you know, I watched it with my brothers, and that always makes these movies more bearable if they're bad. And we had our fun making fun of it, but it's not something that I would watch, like, over and over again. Like, I don't know if I'll ever watch it again, to be honest. Like, ever. The main theme, I mean, and it's not really hard rock either. It's more like some pop rock. Like, the band's obviously supposed to emulate, like, this Kiss with, like, the makeup. Like, they're not zombie looking. They look like Kiss wannabes when they turn into zombies. So they have, like, their faces painted like Kiss and all that. So, but I'm rambling now, and I just don't think I would recommend this to most people unless you're, like, really into, like, cheese. It's not even, like, great cheese. It is what it is. And I hate the double packaging. I really just hate that. But overall, I'd probably give this a 5 out of 10. Like that's about where I'd land with it, because it's not going in the negative quite, but it's not going in the positive either. It's basically just dead in the middle, and that is what it is, you know. As far as special features, it was scanned and restored in 2K from 35mm elements, you know, like as best they could. The Never Say Die documentary on here, or making of, yeah, it's a making of documentary. I did watch that. That's interesting. They got basically the whole cast and crew, not the entire cast and crew, but the majority of the cast and crew are there. EJ Curse is there. They get into some information on it. It was interesting to hear that the movie wasn't ever really intended to be a whole movie. Like, they had the whole script, but if you watch the documentary, they say that they were basically supposed to film a bunch of TNA shots and like some like hyped up stuff for a movie, I think it's called American Drive-In. And this is a movie that is featured in that, but they ended up turning it into a whole movie. It's honestly, the documentary was probably 10 times more engaging than this film was for me. But otherwise, there's also, what else we got on here? Popcorn, Farts, and Low Budget Cheese, which is a featurette with the special effects artist. And I skimmed through that. I didn't really get into that too much. There is a really cool special effects scene in here with a skull that kind of eats itself, like it eats the skin off of it, that was one of the coolest aspects of the whole movie. What else we got? So small font. From bit player to band leader, which is an interview with the actress Suzette Boggs, and she kind of like, she's the main female in the movie. The Bible of Holy Moses, because the band's name is Holy Moses, and it's a interview with like the movie's biggest fan. Like, she's really into this movie, which was okay. I mean, the making of documentary was definitely the highlight of this feature. Now, when it comes to Slaughterhouse Rock, I would say Slaughterhouse Rock was definitely the better of the two movies, which I didn't initially think it was going to be, but it was better. The plot didn't make a whole lot of sense because, like, I don't understand why the guy was having the nightmares that he was having, because the movie starts off with him having some nightmares, but horrendous nightmares, and there's no real explanation to why he was having the nightmares. So that didn't really work for me so much, but they end up going to Alcatraz, and there's monsters on Alcatraz, and they die, and, well, not all of them, but, you know, it's a horror movie, and like I said, Slaughterhouse Rock, there is a band in it, but I feel like the title is actually referencing Alcatraz itself. Overall, as a movie, it's much better edited. It's far better edited than Hard Rock Zombies. Far better. The picture looks better through and through. It doesn't have it does have its cheesy, corny bits, but it genuinely feels like a better film. Yeah, so I would give Slaughterhouse Rock, I'd say a 6.5, probably just a 6. So we'll leave it at a 6, and I would definitely watch that one over Hard Rock Zombies any day of the week. I mean, down the road, far down the road, I'll probably rewatch Slaughterhouse Rock, but as far as the 2-pack goes, I'm really fucking annoyed, because, you know, like, the slipcover for this is awesome. It's so good. It's just so fucking cool. And I know it's just like the movie poster. Actually, both of these, I believe, are just the original movie posters. But the first one, that looks so good. And they could have sold these individually, and it would have been much better. And, I mean, like, sure, people would spend more money, but the 2-pack just doesn't work for me here. 2-pack don't work for me in general. As far as special features go, what do we got? This was scanned and restored in 4K from its 35mm original negative. It does have an interview with cinematographer Nicholas Joseph von Sternberg, which is called Low Key Horror, and that was cool. It was informative. The Girl That Lives, which is an interview with Tammy Heiler, which is probably the best special feature on here. And she talks a long time. Like, she just talks a lot, which didn't bother me at all. I watched the whole thing. It was interesting. It was kind of cool. Wearing the Right Clothes, which is an interview with an actor, Nicholas Silozzi. And Lunch Break with Claws, which is another interview with actor Al Fleming. Also has the original trailer on here. But other than that, you know, these aren't real winners, I guess I'd say. Definitely not in love with this release. I do like the packaging. The slipcover would probably be, the slipcover for Hard Rock Zombies would probably be one of my favorite slipcovers they ever released if they would have done an individual release with the back something else relating to the movie. Or, you know, but it is what it is. We got what we got. That is my review for these two movies from Vinegar Syndrome. That's all I got. I'll probably try and do a few more Blu-Reviews in the next coming week. You know, I didn't really get a whole lot of those up, and I really wanted to, but it is what it is. So keep an eye out for reviews for the rest of the month, because I'm going to try and get all the ones for March done. With any luck, scheduling, all that. It's getting kind of busy because it's getting warmer now, and I have less time inside. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Just smash that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you like these movies, or if you disagree with what I said, or if you agree with what I said, comment. We can talk about it. We can discuss. I do like interacting. Yeah, so until next time, have a good day.